Hey, what is up, you guys? I have been getting a lot of questions from you on how do I keep going with the challenge after it's over. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, I just did a 5-day flexibility challenge. People have been getting amazing results, finally getting momentum with their flexibility, and actually enjoying stretching for the first time ever, because for most people, they find it really boring and tedious, and that's a big barrier to getting results. So I wanted to address this, and I wanted to talk about what you can do after to keep the momentum going, and to also clear up some confusion about stretching and flexibility training that I see kind of in this system, in this fitness culture that we're in. So first of all, if you haven't done the challenge, go back to my other videos, and I'll post a link in here, and definitely go through those, because what you can do, whether you've done the challenge or not, is you can create a morning routine or a morning ritual based on those movements. And you can kind of string them together to help you sort of get a baseline of something to start off with. Now, that is one way to go about it. Another way is to create an evening routine. Right? Another way is to do this during your day, to take breaks and to have a way for you to change up your position throughout the day. So a big part of what creates stiffness and tension in our bodies is just getting stuck in one position, getting stuck in a chronic pattern that we don't break out of enough. So that's another way to do it. But I want to talk about the biggest reasons why most people don't get results with flexibility, and some common misconceptions that people have. So number one is people think that I'm either born flexible or I'm not. And that's just absolutely not true. The thing is, a lot of people are not flexible because they stopped moving and they gravitated mostly toward strength type training, or they only they only sit for long periods of time. And another big contributor to that is that they're chronically stressed out all the time. So they have a high performance, high demanding job, high demanding lifestyle. Maybe they're a parent, maybe they're a professional. And this combination of things, it contributes to just creating a lot of tension in the body, and then you get locked up and you're not as free to be able to move as easily as you would like to be. Whereas other people, they naturally gravitate more toward flexibility type training. They have more of an easygoing kind of attitude, and they're better generally at relaxing. These types of people tend to be able to process their emotions more easily, and they don't get their emotions trapped in their bodies because they're not suppressing it. And that's another way we create tension, right? When we're guarding ourselves, we tend to get tight, particularly in the front of our bodies. So that can lead to a lot of tension in the chest, in the stomach, in all these areas in the front of our body, in the jaw, the throat, all this stuff. So you're not just naturally inflexible, you just stop doing things that keep you moving and keep you in a healthy range of motion. So if you want to change your flexibility, you need to start asking your body different questions. Another thing that you need to do, in my opinion, is make flexibility training more engaging and more dynamic. So a lot of people struggle with doing flexibility work because it's just boring, and they're not really staying engaged. They just think they're supposed to go through the motions or just hang out or suffer in this position. And that's a big mistake. So what I teach is actually staying active in the position, exploring your range of motion, moving in kind of a rainbow. Maybe you saw that in some of the challenges. And then also using goals or targets to keep your brain engaged, because your brain is not designed to just arbitrarily stretch for some vague reason of getting more flexible. It's designed to move to help you actually achieve a goal or achieve a target. So this is a really important piece of what most people are missing in their training. Is it's not goal oriented, and the body really responds when you're reaching for something that feels meaningful, right? So that's another piece. And then finally, the last piece is just a lot of people, we just don't know how to stretch. We're never taught how to stretch, and we think that we're supposed to, just push ourselves into these extreme end ranges, or we're just doing stretches we learned in like 6th grade PE class or something like that from a teacher that has no idea what they're doing. So that's another important piece, is just learning how to push your edges, how to breathe and drop into a parasympathetic nervous system state to be able to coax your body into opening new range of motion. And then to, learn how to engage properly in the areas that need to engage in order to deepen the stretch. So a part of flexibility is not just being bendy, but it's knowing where to engage, right? Where to contract in my body in order to pull myself deeper into that range of motion. So it's just as much about motor control and body awareness as it is about learning how to relax. So those are some of the common misconceptions. I wanted to share that with you a little bit, just about, some of the myths, some of the mistakes that people generally make, some of the mistakes you might be making, because I know certainly I made those same mistakes as well. So hopefully that's helpful. My new course, Stiff to Flexible, is open now. It is 50% off until tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So hopefully you're seeing this in time. Hopefully you're watching this video before then. If not, it will still be available, but the price will be going up. So hopefully you can get in on that now. I'd love to see you inside. I'd love to see you make a transformation in your flexibility training. And if you have any questions about the program or unlocking your flexibility, definitely post them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. Cheers.